Picture this. You're at the peak of your career. Millions of fans adore you, and then one decision changes everything. What if I told you that some of Hollywood's most beloved stars watched their careers crumble not because of scandals or lack of talent, but because they chased an impossible standard of beauty? Today, we're diving deep into the heartbreaking stories of 15 celebrities whose pursuit of physical perfection became their professional downfall. These aren't just cautionary tales. They're mirrors reflecting America's obsession with youth and beauty and the devastating cost of trying to meet society's impossible standards. Vivica A. Fox, the ageless beauty's burden. Vivica Fox embodied Hollywood glamour in the 90s, captivating audiences with her natural charisma and stunning presence. But in an industry that worships youth, even icons feel the pressure to freeze time. Her journey with cosmetic procedures began subtly. A little Botox here, some fillers there. What started as maintenance gradually evolved into a more dramatic transformation that divided her fan base. Some applauded her transparency about breast augmentation and facial work, while others mourned the loss of her original beauty. Fox's story illustrates a painful truth. In Hollywood, aging naturally is often seen as career suicide, forcing even the most confident stars to make choices that fundamentally alter their identity. Nene Leakes, reality TV's transformation tale. Nene Leakes burst onto our screens as the unfiltered queen of Atlanta's social scene, her bold personality and natural beauty making her an instant reality TV sensation. But fame's spotlight can be unforgiving, and Nene's multiple procedures, nose jobs, lip enhancements, and body contouring reflected her struggle with public scrutiny. Each surgery seemed to chip away at the authenticity that made her beloved. Her transformation sparked conversations about self-perception in the social media age, where every appearance is analyzed and criticized. Nene's journey reminds us that confidence isn't something you can surgically install. It must come from within, regardless of how perfectly sculpted your exterior becomes. Lil' Kim, the complex legacy of reinvention. Lil' Kim revolutionized hip-hop with her fearless lyrics and unapologetic sexuality, but her physical transformation became more talked about than her groundbreaking music. Multiple nose surgeries, breast augmentation, and skin lightening procedures gradually erased the features that once made her distinctive. Her evolution raises uncomfortable questions about beauty standards and racial identity in America. For many, her lighter complexion and altered features represented a troubling capitulation to Eurocentric beauty ideals. Kim's story isn't just about cosmetic surgery. It's about the psychological weight of being a Black woman in an industry that often demands conformity to white beauty standards and the heartbreaking cost of trying to fit into a mold that was never meant for you. K. Michelle. When talent takes a backseat, K. Michelle possessed a voice that could move mountains, her raw vocal power earning her respect in the competitive R&B world. But her extensive surgical procedures, breast implants, liposuction, and Brazilian butt lifts, gradually overshadowed her musical gifts. Fans began focusing more on her changing appearance than her heartfelt performances. Her transformation became a cautionary tale about how physical alterations can distract from genuine talent. Michelle's journey highlights the cruel irony of the entertainment industry. The very changes meant to enhance her marketability ended up diminishing her artistic credibility. Her story serves as a reminder that true artistry lies in vulnerability and authenticity, not in conforming to manufactured ideals of perfection. Tamar Braxton, the perfectionist's pursuit. Tamar Braxton possessed everything: a powerhouse voice, magnetic stage presence, and a successful career that seemed destined for greatness. Yet somewhere along the way, the pursuit of physical perfection became her obsession. Starting with subtle Botox and fillers, her procedures escalated to dramatic alterations of her nose, cheekbones, and lips. Fans watched in horror as their beloved star transformed into someone barely recognizable. The emotional depth that once defined her music seemed to fade alongside her original features. Tamar's story is perhaps the most heartbreaking because she already had it all. Her transformation reminds us that the most dangerous enemy of success is often the relentless pursuit of an impossible ideal of beauty. Toni Braxton, the legend's quiet struggle. Toni Braxton's sultry voice and timeless elegance made her a music icon, but even legends aren't immune to Hollywood's beauty pressures. Her subtle yet noticeable changes, breast augmentation and facial work, sparked speculation about her motivations. Unlike others who openly discussed their procedures, Toni maintained dignified silence, letting her music speak louder than the whispers. Her approach reflected the complexity of aging in the spotlight, where every line and change is scrutinized by millions. Braxton's story demonstrates that even the most accomplished artists struggle with society's expectations, and that the pressure to maintain youthful appearance can affect anyone, regardless of their legendary status or musical achievements. Tiny Harris, the search for identity. Tamika. Tiny Harris transformed herself so dramatically that longtime fans struggled to recognize the woman they once knew. Her extensive procedures, breast augmentation, nose jobs, and butt lifts reflected a deeper search for identity and self-worth. As a member of the successful group Xscape and wife of rapper T.I., Tiny existed in a world where appearance often mattered more than talent. Her openness about her surgeries sparked debates about self-determination versus self-destruction. Some supported her right to modify her body, while others mourned the loss of her natural beauty. Tiny's journey illustrates the complex relationship between personal choice and societal pressure, raising questions about where empowerment ends and conformity begins. Blac Chyna, the influencer's extreme makeover. Blac Chyna built her brand on bold beauty and unapologetic sexuality, but her extensive surgical journey pushed the boundaries of transformation. Multiple procedures, breast augmentation, buttock lifts, and facial enhancements gradually altered her appearance so dramatically that she became almost unrecognizable. Her social media documentation of each procedure turned her body into a living advertisement for cosmetic surgery. What began as confidence-boosting modifications evolved into an extreme makeover that raised questions about addiction to surgical procedures. Chyna's story serves as a stark reminder that the pursuit of perfection can become a compulsion, and that sometimes the very thing meant to enhance your image can ultimately destroy it. Summer Walker, the new generation's dilemma. Summer Walker represents a new generation of artists who document their cosmetic surgery journeys on social media with unprecedented transparency. Her procedures, liposuction and Brazilian butt lifts, were shared openly with fans, sparking both admiration and criticism. While some praised her honesty, others worried about the message she was sending to young followers. Summer's approach reflects how social media has changed the conversation around cosmetic surgery, making it more accessible and normalized. Her story highlights the pressure young artists face to maintain perfect bodies in an Instagram-driven world, where every photo is filtered and every flaw is magnified. It's a cautionary tale about growing up in the digital age. Cardi B, the rapper's honest transformation. Cardi B's rise from stripper to rap superstar was accompanied by her candid discussions about cosmetic surgery. Her procedures, breast augmentation and liposuction, were discussed as casually as her music career. Initially, fans appreciated her honesty and relatability, but as her transformations became more extensive, some questioned whether the changes were detracting from her natural appeal. Cardi's story reflects the hip-hop industry's complex relationship with authenticity and image. Her openness about surgery challenged traditional notions of keeping procedures secret, but also raised questions about the normalization of cosmetic enhancement. Her journey shows how even positive transparency about surgical procedures can become a double-edged sword. Serena Williams, The champion's unfair scrutiny. Serena Williams dominated tennis courts worldwide, her powerful physique and athletic prowess redefining what female strength looks like. Yet even this legendary athlete faced speculation about cosmetic procedures, highlighting how no woman, regardless of her achievements, is immune from beauty scrutiny. Rumors about nose surgery and fillers seemed particularly cruel when directed at someone whose body was sculpted through years of elite athletic training. Serena's story reveals the toxic nature of beauty standards that even extend to sports, where physical performance should matter more than appearance. Her experience shows how society's obsession with women's looks can overshadow their greatest accomplishments, reducing champions to subjects of cosmetic speculation. Keke Wyatt, the vocalist's candid journey. Keke Wyatt's powerful voice secured her place in the music industry, but her open discussion about cosmetic procedures, breast augmentation, and liposuction added another dimension to her public persona. Unlike many celebrities who hide their surgeries, Wyatt embraced transparency about her choices, feeling confident in her decisions. Her approach sparked discussions about body autonomy and the right to modify one's appearance without judgment. While some critics argued that her procedures overshadowed her natural beauty, Wyatt remained self-assured and continued receiving support from loyal fans. Her story demonstrates that it's possible to undergo cosmetic surgery while maintaining authenticity and staying true to one's identity and artistic vision. Kenya Moore, the beauty queen's evolution. Kenya Moore's Miss USA crown established her as a beauty icon, but her subtle facial changes over the years sparked speculation about cosmetic procedures. Fuller cheeks, enhanced lips, and a refined nose suggested professional intervention, though Kenya never confirmed these rumors. Her transformation highlighted the unique pressure beauty queens face. Having achieved the pinnacle of conventional beauty, any change becomes magnified and scrutinized. Kenya's story reflects the impossible position of women who are celebrated for their looks. They're expected to maintain that beauty indefinitely, yet criticized for any efforts to do so. Her journey reminds us that even beauty queens are human beings who age and change, deserving compassion rather than constant judgment. Wendy Williams, the host's honest approach. Wendy Williams approached cosmetic surgery with characteristic boldness, openly discussing her procedures and refusing to hide her choices. Her breast augmentation and other enhancements were topics she addressed frankly on her talk show, demonstrating that surgical modifications didn't diminish her confidence or authenticity. Wendy's transparency challenged the stigma surrounding cosmetic procedures, showing that successful women could make these choices without shame. Her approach emphasized that cosmetic surgery should be a personal decision made for oneself, not to meet others' expectations. Williams proved that openness about surgical procedures could actually enhance rather than damage one's public image, provided it was approached with honesty and self-assurance. Latoya Jackson, the family legacy's burden. Latoya Jackson's transformation represents one of the most dramatic changes in entertainment history. Multiple surgeries, nose alterations, cheek implants, and chin work gradually erased her original features, making her almost unrecognizable. Her skin lightening procedures added another layer of controversy, sparking debates about racial identity and family pressure. As a member of the legendary Jackson family, Latoya faced immense scrutiny and expectations that may have influenced her decisions. Her story serves as a powerful reminder of how family dynamics and public pressure can drive someone to make drastic changes that ultimately obscure their natural identity. Latoya's journey highlights the emotional toll of trying to live up to impossible standards while carrying the weight of family legacy. These 15 stories aren't just celebrity gossip. They're reflections of America's deepest insecurities about aging, beauty, and self-worth. Each transformation tells a story of pressure, pain, and the desperate pursuit of an ideal that may not even exist. As we consume these tales, we must ask ourselves, are we part of the problem? Do our likes, comments, and judgments contribute to the very pressure that drives these decisions? True beauty lies not in perfection, but in authenticity, talent, and the courage to be yourself in a world that constantly demands conformity. The real tragedy isn't the surgeries themselves, but a society that makes them feel necessary.